Who's your favorite hockey team?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was
now a break, here's Mitch Marner in a long shoot, he scores and bring him down, London.
Once I was 11 years old. Always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me, 'cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. Only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, 'cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. My woman brought children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still sorry. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote a letter once. I hope my children come
Marner to work. He's in. Marner. Mitch Marner in overtime. Mitch Marner, overtime winner.
Soon I'll be 60 years old.
Marner. Game winner. Mitch Marner hits 200 and a double.
Soon I'll be 60 years old. Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. Once I was 7 years old.
Obviously, I was just saying, game 1 and 2 went amazing against Florida. Game 3 to 5 went really bad. We lose game 7 as we do. Get home, you're pretty disappointed, you're pretty devastated at that. The thought also of it being my last Maple Leaf game at home. And then I get a phone call probably about 5 or so minutes after from, I think it was my wife's father called me and goes, I just want to let you know we've got people sending us screenshots of a guy posting your address online, saying that if people want to come pay us a visit and say, their goodbyes in a quotation way, here's the address. And it was a little tough, obviously. We kind of dealt with it for the last 2 years in a way. The market's very passionate. They love the team. I know it. I was born and raised there. I've been a part of the Leafs Nation for a long time. But when your family's safety comes into question, especially having a new son, I don't think it's acceptable. Having full-time security pretty much at your house for 2 weeks after the playoffs just to make sure no one's coming to the house. Also the safety-wise of trying to walk your dog and your child. It was a little unfortunate, but we all deal with this stuff. It's just sometimes it happens.